Vulture Fest is a community festival. We have arts, music, food, meant to bring people from all over the southern Illinois and surrounding areas to Makanda to enjoy the beauty that is here. And of course, have fun.
Well, we generally have 200 to 500 vultures. When we first started the festival, they were floating around this valley at this time because they get here just in time for hunting season. So a lot of deer get wounded and wander up into the hills and die and are able to feed a population of a couple hundred vultures for several months.
This is the 13th year. When we first started out, there was maybe 1,000 people, 2,000 people. And it's grown to almost 4,000 to 5,000 people. My favorite part, I think, is once everybody gets settled in and everything's up and running, like somewhere around Saturday afternoon, when I get a chance to actually breathe and I look out and I see all the tents set up and all the music playing and all the people walking around smiling. That's the satisfying part of it, is seeing everybody enjoying themselves.
Well, I get the cage ready and I have some areas in my parking lot that I have people set up arts and crafts. I have probably about half a dozen people out there. And then I'll be here showing people my stuff.
I have people send me email to our email address, pictures or a web page with what they sell, and then it's presented to a welcoming committee, and if they're accepted, then we say, sure, here's an application. We basically look for something original. It cannot be manufactured, it cannot be imported, and we try to keep a variety. You don't want all jewelers or all potters, you want a nice variety of a little bit of everything.
Well, in my shop I have mineral specimens and crystals and fossils, and I'm a sculptor. I studied pre-med before I did sculpture. I utilize all of my interest in science and botany and biology, zoology, paleontology, and my work is very organic. It's not geometric type work. Most jewelry seems to be that on the commercial market, but I do one-of-a-kind type pieces of work.
Would you come to me? Would you come to me for to eat?
Even if people don't buy things during the festival, they'll see something and then they'll email me, go, I saw this blah in this store on the boardwalk and I'm wondering when this store's open, or can you give me their phone number? It's good for the local artists and the local musicians as far as getting their advertisement out too, getting their names out. So I think it's good for everybody around. Every time that their students leave and we have a new influx of people into the southern Illinois area, they don't even know this place exists. The festivals allows people to become aware of Makanda and all it has to offer.
People that hear about it, and even the people who are making arts and crafts, they want to be set up in the Vulture Fest. I guess there's a charisma of that kind of thing. It's such an interesting concept to have a Vulture Festival. I'm glad that we're able to show people these critters because they're so reviled, and I think that as long as we can show people how these birds are, and if people could have maybe respect for these vile creatures that they have been brought up with that attitude of, maybe people will start treating each other better in general. But it's also a good time to have a party.
Well, I've heard people say that it's a hippie town, and yes, at one time it was. It was a hippie town. It's more like an artist colony, I would say. Makanda is one of a kind. It's a very nice, close-knit community, and it's full of very, very creative people. Where else are we going to have vultures? This would be it.